guys, what's up? It's your boy, the legend, the biggest YouTuber, Minecraft YouTuber 18 here, and today I'm bringing you another epic, totally never done before, Minecraft single player Let's Play. I'm hoping this series is going to do well, so if you like the video, I promise you, yes you, that you will get $1 million as soon as you like the video. No joke, no spam, come on boys, get in! That's enough to stay so cringe for today, so yeah, I guess I'm back. I took a break for a bit due to holidays and school getting started and shit, and recently went to Poland. I guess that was cool. And anyway, let me tell you what I'm going to be discussing in this video today. Mount & Blade Napoleonic Wars is a great game that has been out since 2012, and I personally bought it in the end of 2014. I feel like I have some great experiences in this game, and due to my 2-year experience in the game, I feel I have a right to, give my opinions about what's going on right now, and what I would predict would happen in the future, and the state of the game in general. I feel like, as of the moment, the game's hit a moment where it's no longer growing, as it has been slowly for the past couple of years. Every time a sale will come, or Christmas or summer, there'd be a small boost of players, but most of them would leave the game after that period ended anyway. A lot of the first generation of Napoleonic Wars players have left, and the generation has stepped in, a new one, and I feel like I'm part of that new wave of players, as you can call it. However, I feel that the game will not have as large of a wave in the couple of years and months that are coming. I would say that as of right now, the opportunities for players who are from the European region, because I am from that region and I've been playing in it for 2 years, in this game are very limited. Making a new regiment is almost impossible in the European area unless you already have a following beforehand. I have considered making a regiment actually a couple of weeks back, but after taking into account all of the factors that are worth considering in this situation, I have come to the following conclusion. If you want to have a stable regiment eventually in this game, you must fit the following criteria. First of all, you must be willing to spee out a couple $100 for the next half year or so on servers to try to even compete with the servers like Mini Siege, Napoleonic Roleplay, etc. Due to the fact that if you want to get recruits, you need to put your soul into it, and for that you need to have a good server, as you can have recruitment opportunities. As they are right now, they are very limited on major servers. For example, a server called Group Fighting server doesn't even allow recruiting. Napoleonic Roleplay allows 1 per map, I believe, and so does Mini Siege. So, considering that many people will not even respond to your messages, your chance of success is very low. Don't get me wrong. I like the fact that, Group Fighting server doesn't allow recruiting due to the fact that I don't want to get spammed with recruitment messages on the server, and that's not the reason why I'm there. The Group Fighting server is a place where above average melees gather to become even better. In my case, I'm underqualified, but whatever, I still enjoy it. Next thing, which you need a lot of, is spare time. In my case, I have 2 years of high school left. I'm gonna be 17 next month, so I really don't have that choice or that opportunity to, have a lot of free time. I want to eventually, get a good job so I can support myself, eventually perhaps family. About, 2 years ago when I was 15, I didn't give a damn about this, so I did make a regiment, which just survived a year, and as I speak I had 35 attendance. So I did pretty well for myself in Napoleonic Wars criteria, but because I had so much time dedicated to Napoleonic Wars, I didn't do as well, academically and in my social life. Napoleonic Wars was technically my social life. I enjoyed getting into pointless drama, so I wasn't, bored. Apologies for that, Price, Mecca, and a fuck ton of other people. I was a massive prick back then, and if I was smarter, I would have never even made a regiment. However, I was only 15 years old, extremely lacking in social skills, and thought, hey, I kinda, like this Napoleonic Wars thing, and working up to a ranks, of a commanding role in another regiment is highly unlikely due to my age, so, I chose the opportunity which was more appealing to me, which is to make my own regiment. I spent so many hours recruiting. Some people may consider me mad. I'm pretty sure that I single-handedly recruited about at least 150 people into that regiment. Eventually 70% of them, left, but to be fair, my regiment was pretty hardcore and resembled something that wasn't much fun for an enlisted man in hindsight. So yeah, I would go on servers for hours on end to recruit, which was very hard. I pretty much had to develop a system of recruitment from the ground up, as it was, quite challenging for a 15-year-old teenager with a squeaky voice to get the average Napoleonic Wars player into a regiment. Something you guys don't consider is that the majority of this game's community is actually pretty mature, especially during the school year. Not in character, heavens no, but in their age, about 60% of the people just said, "Fuck off, kid," and fucked off. You also need a good microphone, which I did not have. My mic sounded like I had a washing machine right behind my computer, which didn't do well for my recruitment and leadership either, but somehow I managed and I pulled through. This mic now, which I'm recording with, has some static in the background, but is miles better than my old one. Just so you guys can understand that. So essentially, if you don't have a mic, you can essentially give up, because building a successful regiment without the, microphone is near impossible. Last but not least, you need to be passionate about the game. And as of right now, I can't really say that I have that much passion. I think I've lost much of mine. I don't have a strong, desire to improve or do anything extra than just be an enlisted man. I pretty much show up for events and nothing more. If this is your mentality, then don't make a fucking regiment. It's not worth it, trust me. So essentially, the conditions that I have explained meet very few candidates, and most of them, guess what, already have their own regiment set up. And some might not be at the best terms to me. Personally, I do have to recognize that what they do with their regiments is great, and it makes the game fun for me as well. Adds a small spark, you could say, to the game, which helps me have some fun with it the way I did back in 2014 as a 15-year-old teenager. What's the point of this video? I don't really think it has one. I in fact think it has many. I want to explain to you guys the state of the game, and that there's still a chance it can survive for a year or two, but I doubt it can be called alive when it eventually begins to rot, spewing out toxic fumes contaminating anything else around it. I would also like this to be my apology to the following individuals, which I feel I have a feud with for virtually no reason. Because I in fact want to enjoy this game, and having toxicity in between members of the same community, whether you like it or not, doesn't lead to a great experience for both sides. First of all, price. I don't even remember how it started, but I'm sorry, mate. Hopefully you can accept my apology for whatever I did, because I personally think that even though we didn't have the greatest of experiences, I think that what you've been doing with the 18 recently has been pretty nice, and whenever we fight you, it's full of memes, and I quite enjoy that. And second of all, Peter. Although we may have our, differences, I do understand that you want the best for your regiment, being the 17E, and I feel like I may have undermined that when I was in your service. So I apologize, and I hope we can have a clean start, because you honestly are a great challenge to the 77Y, and whenever we fight you, it's pretty cool. Essentially, I want everyone in this community to somehow, get along, even though this won't happen. It's practically impossible due to stupid people existing. But it would be the best thing we can do for the game that we all love, Mountain Blade Napoleonic Wars. I also want to encourage discussion about this topic in the comments, because only together can we come up with a viable solution by combining our ideas. Because I personally feel that there are a lot of very talented and smart people in this community who can make this an experience that is very enjoyable. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.